Get this started.
Resident Evil 0.
Alright.
Eventually. But alright guys, that was Get Random with us. I'm D Abstract. Guys.
Alright, let's get this started. Yes.
Alright guys, it was good.
Everything is normal now.
I'm glad we was able to do this. Hope you guys like it. Stay tuned for another one. We'll drop another podcast tomorrow.
Alright. Oh, I like that. Directional pad I can use to walk. Okay. Alright, so what was I doing? Oh, okay. Alright, now I remember. Alright. Alright, I'm trying to remember what I was doing. Okay. And we had, was it upstairs?
Oh yeah, Alex, I seen that article you put it doing. Yeah, so I just need to talk about that. I'm a look into it.
I'm trying to remember what was the last thing I was doing here.
And if y'all found anything,
Okay, let's go. Yeah, it was up
oh yeah,
here, I
told you
believe.
yesterday, and I
No,
told
no,
y'all today.
it wasn't. We gotta go back downstairs. It's because there's a zombie on fire over here.
Yo, I would die, yo, Ja.
Oh no, it's not. It's the right. Yeah, it's the right place. Okay.
Ja, I showed Ja. Ja was like, yo, dog. Real good, dog.
All right. If anybody on Facebook is watching, I can't see the Facebook chat doesn't pop up, so I won't be able to see your comments or anything if you leave anything in the chat. But you can also follow me on Twitch or YouTube as well. So, yep. All right. So that wasn't it. There we go. This is the room. Yeah, what's up, Ryu? Yeah, I'm playing more Resident Evil 0. Okay, so... Oh, it was downstairs. Okay, I gotta go back downstairs. I left it in the other room, the briefcase. Nah, I put it go the other way.
I've been following it. That was like, yo, how you going to pay that?
Alright, go back the other way.
Don't worry about it.
Come on, Rebecca. Let's go.
I'm just a man, man.
So, what's up, Ryu? How you been, man?
No, I ain't get a chance to look at it.
Alright. It was back this way. We had to go back here.
Yo, that's
I have no idea about if we're gonna get more DLC for Blaze Blue Cross Sad Battle. Honestly, I really don't know. I haven't played that game in a while either. Like, I didn't really play any fighting games in a while, for that matter. Period. I don't know. There's so many other games, like single player games, that's that's just have my interest right now. Like, haven't really been in the mood for fighting games or even covering fighting games right now. After a while, I get exhausted from them. Yeah, sometimes they get kind of frustrating after a while. So there we go.
No, Alex, no. Yo, shut up.
Yep, there we go. Oh, I can carry. Put some items down. Oh, I'm supposed to leave that ink ribbon.
Yo, get out of here. He's swung on the wall. Wait a minute.
The detection on these items, and then it'll make me pick up the ink ribbon, right? Yo, what's up, Ultimate? What's going on? Oh, you got back into Mugen actually? I haven't really done Mugen in a while. I try to go play it every once in a while, but I don't know. Oh, where's the ink? Wait, where did the ink ribbon go? Did the ink ribbon just literally disappear? Where? Oh, why is over? I was over here? Why did it drop it over there? It's probably the way this game is programmed. It's probably scripted the land like drop in certain areas. All right, I'm trying to pick this up. Yes. All right. Yeah, man. I think that was my problem with fighting games right now. Like, there's so many of them coming out, and you know me, like I like to try and explore different things when it comes to like, fighting games and stuff. And that's what the issue I was going through with that. It was just too many fighting games. I'll jump on one fighting game and then bam, another one comes out. I want to learn that game. And the thing is, like, I'm not gifted when it comes to fighting games. There's some people that can pick up a fighting game and just learn it just like that. Me, I have to spend like hours, days, weeks to actually get the basics down pat and be confident enough to go online and be able to play the game and stuff, And then it's like the moment I decide to take a break and play other things, and I come back within like a day or so, or even a week, so many people shot past me, or players got the community got even better. So now I'm back at the bottom again. I have to relearn everything, and I'm just getting slaughtered. After a while, for me, it gets frustrating. I don't even feel like it after that. After a while. You said you posted. What's up, Baka? What's going on? Now, Smash is different. I'm okay. I'm pretty okay at Smash. I haven't been to a Smash Ultimate tournament, though. I did pretty well at my local in Smash 4. And I know if I would have stayed with it, I probably would have been even better. But like I said, like fighting games or just going competitive in any game, period, requires time, dedication, and sacrifice. And that's just something I just don't have. Like, me being a father, a single father on top of that, and then me running different businesses and stuff like that. I have too many things I have on my plate. I can't sit down and try to master one game. They try to master one game and try to compete with other players and stuff like that. So it's kind of like hard to explain. Like was it here? What's going on? Right, hold up.
I'll go alone.
Okay,
This way.
Roger.
No. over there yet. Did we grab the gun? Oh, okay. I think we have to go back and grab the gun, and then I think we have to shoot her. We gotta shoot ourselves back up to the what's your face? Yeah, and the other issue is like, I was about to say something. Yeah, and another thing for me is like playing competitively with some games. It takes the fun out of it for me, because the game is no longer fun because now I'm trying to take the game seriously, and you know I'm trying to like get to the top. You know what I'm saying? So me and my competitive spirit, I'm very stubborn and stuff. So the game no longer gets fun, and it gets frustrating when I'm constantly losing and losing. Like losing is a learning experience. I don't mind losing, but after a while, when you just constantly keep losing, after a while it gets frustrating after a while. Especially when you lose by some of the jankiest stuff. I needed the gun. Cause I put a shoot the up there, climb up to the top. Alright, which room was it? I forgot. Yo, what's up? What's up, PJ? Oh, you think you dropped? That's why I stayed to the Ursus game. Now, if I was to compete, I would probably like ditch every fighting game and just stick to Smash Brothers, because at least Smash Brothers, I do really well for myself. At least with Smash Brothers, I can do that. I play pretty well with Smash Brothers. Like if I was to go competitive, I would drop every fighting game and just stick with Smash. I'm going the wrong way. I'm trying to remember. I have to get I left the gun. What room did I leave it in? I just got finished. Did I leave it? Yeah, it's upstairs, I believe. I left it upstairs. Yeah, I would just stick with Smash. And another thing, like, and also too, like, you know, when I'm like, you also don't want to be a scrub. You want to at least be good enough. You know what I'm saying? To hold your own weight and at least be able to at least win some games. You know, I don't expect to win like have 5 or 8 game win streaks, but you know what I'm saying? Like I want to at least be able to like put on a good performance for my stream too as well. You know. That takes 2 slots. Can't carry anymore. Let me switch back to her. Alright, now let's go back downstairs. Yeah, I haven't really heard anything new at all from Blitz Blue Cross Tag Battle. It may not be the end as far as like content is like them releasing new stuff, but we just have to wait and see. It's too many other things that's coming out. Like we got Guilty Gear. Well, Guilty Gear Strive been pushed to next year, so yeah. All right, got this. We already came through here already. Oh, I ain't had to do none of that crap, man. So what the heck? Crap, man. Right downstairs. So where in the world was I supposed to go? I'm trying to remember.
Let's go.
Okay.
So it wasn't that. You said you would get over 2. I'm just reading Astro Chain. Oh, what's up, Friday? What's going on? Oh, you said you just beat Astro Chain? I gotta finish it too. Astro Chain myself. How you been, bro? It was the other door on the other side. Yeah. I hate that when the camera switches like that. What's going on, man? I always look forward to you coming through Friday. You always got something. You always got something unique to say. Ah, come on. I hate the camera switch thing. Yeah, I go down this end. I keep. Alright. So what the hell am I missing? I mean, or did I let me pick the bag up. Let me examine the bag. Maybe I got all the pieces. Oh, I did. That's what it was. Yeah. What happened? Wait, I'll check it out. Hold up.
Okay.
Wrong button. All right. Let me open up the menu. So I did have everything. I was wondering, like. All right. So I had to pick this up. No, the box. Not the suitcase. Come on. Yes. I gotta examine it. What's VR? Oh, it's VR. Wah. Yeah, they did say that. Yeah, I seen that information on that. Yeah. There we go. And then I got the card. There, that's what it. Yeah. I did all that and had it the whole time. I was just distracted too. You said you like my Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it, Friday. Like I said, the PS5, like with this next gen consoles, you know, it's still early, but it was just like my, you know, my raw thoughts, my opinions and what I think about it, and everything. So all that could definitely change. All right, let's go. They ain't have her on follow. Come on, man. It appears like a fat chick. This dude.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
All right. All right, so now I got the ID. Oh, wrong button. I'm still getting these buttons confused, man. All right, I'm gonna switch back to open the menu back up. Make her equip. Give her the gun. And gonna switch to Billy.
This is Delta Team. This is
Yo, what's
Delta
up, Nova?
Team.
What's
We have
going
gained
on?
Control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense.
How's
How
the
was
stream?
the
Is it
team
lagging or
misleading?
anything?
And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion?
looks so far
as
so
well as
good,
the train
though.
Almost 3 miles away.
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to.
What happened?
Getting ate up. He getting ate up right now. Them bed bugs.
Hey. Get the EMP1. I'm not stopping.
Alright. That's in the chat. I hate when it resets the chat again. I hate that. Got the boys in the chat. Oh, now I remember this. Alright, so this one I wanted to do. Wow, I can't even switch. Are you serious? You. Alright, 1 second. What's my calculator? Clear it out. Go back to here. Alright. Alright, so oh, I need to exchange. Alright. Alright.
The train will either derail or crash. I gotta stop this thing.
Alright. Got Rebecca stay behind.
I'll go over to the back deck and manipulate the control panel for the brake. Then you apply the brake from here, okay?
All right. Billy,
What?
be careful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She cares. Give me that. Take that. Oh, I hate. Ah, my God. Take that. Yes. Are you serious? I can't carry anymore? I need that. Got to be kidding me. Still, this dude is still alive. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Oh, thanks for stopping through. Oh, come on! Out of here! Thanks for stopping through. I appreciate it, man. Thanks, Friday. Good looking out, man. All right. All right, now I have to solve this puzzle if I can remember. Wait 1 second, guys. Get my calculator if I can remember this right. Alright, so let me see how this works. Oh, okay. So let me get this right real quick. So let me see something. Was it 9? 9. Let's see. So what I should do One second, guys. Okay. One, two,
This is Billy. I've engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Roger. I'll
All right,
put the brake
cool.
on now.
Got it. Give me the bullets. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Okay. 1 second, guys. Give me my comp. Be sure. $27. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I got it, baby. Alright, let me go back to the chat. Alright. I had to solve that real quick. Sorry, guys. What did I put in my hair? What I put in my hair? One. What you mostly have, what you have to do. And every once in a while, I use this natural hair stuff. This is natural hair. I don't use perm. I don't use none of that. It's called Etae. It's ETAE. It comes with a kit. It's like $80. It comes with caramel. You put caramel. I had to put caramel in my hair. It's like a system. So pretty much.
Rebecca.
I'm here.
1 second.
Are you all right?
I'll tell you to make
Hey,
this finish
you
this scene right
managed to
here.
stop the train.
Yes, we managed.
We have to find a way out.
Come on, son, die. Okay. All right. So to answer your question, so you say you look like a caveman. So pretty much, if you get the Etae, it doesn't. You don't need the Etae stuff, but what the Etae stuff does is it's a kit. It comes with a shampoo. It comes with a natural conditioner, and it comes with caramel. You put, make sure you brush, you comb your hair all out. Make sure you get all the tangles, all the knots out. And you pretty much, like, normally I get my sister, she does my hair and everything. So what happens is, what my sister does is she separates my hair. She puts them in like plaits to separate my hair into sections to make sure she's brushes everything out and stuff. And then when she washes my hair, she takes the Etae shampoo and she shampoos my hair and everything. Make sure it foams all up, the suds and everything. And what she does is she leaves the shampoo in my hair for a bit. After she makes sure it's all in my hair, leave it out. She leaves it in my hair for about, I guess you could say, like 10 minutes. And then what she does after that is she pretty much rinses that out. After she rinsed that out, that's when pretty much put the conditioner in my hair. Set the conditioner in my hair. Now, leave the conditioner in your hair for about, I guess you could say, like 10 to 15 minutes. So I just pretty much go back to doing, on YouTube or whatever like that, while the conditioner's sitting in my hair and everything. Then after that, go back to the sink and then rinse out the conditioner. Then after that, I have to sit down and she'll pretty much apply the caramel, put in my hair and everything. Put the caramel in my hair, and it's actual little caramel. And caramel is natural. Even though you can eat caramel and stuff like that, it's very good for your hair. Just like eggs is good protein for your hair. Mayonnaise is good for your hair. It's all natural stuff that you can apply to your hair. So the caramel goes into my hair, and my hair gets very, very sticky and very, very sweet. But you put the caramel in my hair, and what she does is she pretty much has you sit underneath a dryer and have the caramel sit in my hair, let it dry, sit in the dryer for about I would say about like 20 minutes. After that, rinse that out or whatever. After you rinse that out. Oh yeah. I grew for a long time. My hair would have been longer than this, but at one point earlier on when I had my hair, like I was just really getting into growing my hair, my ends were really, really bad. The importance, I didn't realize the importance of clipping your ends. If you don't clip your ends or whatever, your ends is pretty much dead hair, and if you don't clip your ends, your dead hair pretty much grows, and it eats away. It eats at the rest of your hair. It goes up, and that's what happened. I had my dead ends were so bad because I just never knew the importance of dead ends, and I'd end up cutting a good portion of it. It was still long, but it would have been longer. I would have had it down to my butt if I would have took care of it right. Yeah, so after that, yeah, so rinse the caramel out, and then see what the Ite does is it gets all the knots out of your hair. It does all that, and then all my sister have to do is she has to blow dry her comb. She don't have to use a hot comb, or even a hair straightener for that matter as well. So all she has to do, since the Ite has pretty much got all the knots out and everything, all she has to do is take the blow dryer and the blow dryer comb and just let the comb slide through my hair and just go through like silk, and my hair just straighten. It just lays flat. It lays completely flat. Now what the Ite does is, once you apply it, you just apply it once a month. The system, you just do the system once a month, because once you apply it, what happens is it will lay flat for the whole entire month, which means I don't have to do all this crazy stuff to my hair to, not I wouldn't say crazy stuff. I won't have to apply like all this like coconut oil and all this type of stuff on my hair in order for it to stay flat. She don't have to. My sister don't have to flat iron it too much. It would stay flat, so she can just I can just run a brush through it and it stay flat. And then you only do that once a month, the system. But of course you wash your hair, consistently or whatever like that. But you wash it or whatever like that. And me, I wash my hair like twice, like 2 or 3, like 2 times a week or whatever like that. And you wash it or whatever like that, and your hair will just stay straight, man. And you just keep applying that system. Just keep applying it at least once a month or whatever like that. And the stuff lasts a long time. You pay $80, it can last you for a few months, because you're not pounding it in your hair or whatever like that. And I've been taking care of it ever since. But you don't have to use Ite, just long as you have coconut oil, because you need coconut oil. Is not only just good for your hair, it's good for your skin, period. It's natural, really good. That's why my skin, I've been taking care of my skin lately. I've been more brown. I mean, I've been doing all kinds of stuff, man. I've been taking care of my health, been taking care of my skin, I've been taking care of my hair and everything. I've been doing a lot of stuff, man. Make her pick up that. Shut up. I want to grab that, but I don't. Just want to make sure I don't leave anything behind. Can't go that way. Okay. Let's go this way. Thanks. Right now, it's very, very hot. It's like the summer. So no matter how much, like, my hair is straight, but my ends get really curly, because I got a lot of people. I got good hair. My hair curls up. It don't get poofy. Like, it turns to curls. So right now my hair is like really, really curly, especially on the ends and stuff like that, because the humidity really gets to my hair in the summer. So my hair isn't as straight. It just, my hair gets like really curly. It lays down really curly and stuff. So because the humidity. Alright, well, I forgot knives. Let me see. Oh man, she low on ammo. Wow. change that. All that over. Alright, let's see. Combine that. Alright. See what we got here. Hate that, man. Keep closing. Alright. Yo, what's up, Sauce? What's up, Danny? What's going on? Playing some Resident Evil 0. Welcome to the stream. Playing it on the PC. I also have it for the Nintendo Switch. I was playing it for the Nintendo
Umbrella
Switch, but then I
Research
decided like I want to get it on PC as well. The only problem with the Nintendo Switch, it nowhere in the world that game should load the way it loads. Like when I open the door, it takes so long for it to move to the next screen. I'm like, yo, this game is full of loads. So I was like, you know what? Let me get on PC.
The first general manager, Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the man?
Member of Stars.
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto. Obedience breeds discipline. Discipline breeds unity. Unity
How y'all been,
breeds
guys?
power. Power is
I appreciate y'all coming through.
Who are you?
It was I who scattered the T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated
voice sound
the
familiar.
train too.
What?
Revenge on Umbrella.
Like Parasite Eve or something.
Dr. Marcus?
10 years ago, Dr. Marcus was murdered by Umbrella. You helped them, didn't you?
Didn't you? I know he's sweating bricks right now. That picture looks satanic as hell. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night looking at that. Alright, so before we even do anything, so the Spencer Mansion was pretty much like modeled or anything like you know after this mansion here. Oh, wait a minute! I didn't see, my dumb ass didn't see none of this when I played last time. Why didn't I bother to come down here? All right. I have her take the ammo. And I have her combine all these herbs. Combine. There we go. Alright, so I'm gonna combine these ink ribbons. Take ink ribbons, yes. I'm gonna combine those. Alright. And I'm gonna leave it here. Don't want to take up too much space. Yes, record data. Record that. To be honest, there's a lot of games with shit ton of load screens. Looks at Sonic 06. Oh my god, Sonic 06, dude. I couldn't stand that, bro. I could not stand Sonic 06 when it came to that. That was one of the most disappointing games of that generation for me, because we was moving into the next generation of consoles at that time, and they were showing off so much of the tech, and I was so impressed. And they showed the tech demo of Sonic 06, and I was so impressed, because I'm like, yo, we getting another Sonic Adventure game, something that I always wanted. And then when they first showed off Sonic 06, the opening cutscene, I thought it was a Final Fantasy game. Until Sonic showed up, I said, yo, and until Eggman showed up on the screen, I said, yo, this is crazy. And then finally get the game, man, that game was trash. Horrible graphics, horrible load time. But then, like I said, I found out, and I started doing some research on it, that was another Rush Sonic game. Sega was trying to rush out, and especially when Microsoft was trying to push them to get a Sonic game on their platform. They pretty much speed up development, and the developers didn't have enough time to iron out the game. It was a rush product, man. Similar to Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyrics. All right.
I'll go check over there.
Yeah.
No, let's go. Interesting. Oh, Rebecca, where you at?
Come on.
Roger.
Oh my God, Mega Man X7, the worst voice acting, like English dub voice acting I've ever heard. Look, I'm a person that likes, I don't mind playing that games with English dub. I'm not like one of those weebs who's always says Japanese dub is better and all this other kind of stuff. Like I can play like most English dub games with no issues, or even watch English dub animes with no issues to them. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the English dub is serviceable. But the English dub to Mega Man X7, oh my God. I'm shook. Oh wow. Even I don't even have any. Do we have any empty bottles? Nope, no empty bottles. No empty bottles. We got a herb right there. We'll just keep that herb there. Woo! Woohoo! Woo! 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 Ah! Come on! You know what? What in the world? I thought I equipped it. I can't kill the thing?
This joint, it seems like it's an easier fix.
Resident Evil 0.
Man!
This dude, he just popped it open like it was nothing. And you said it was overheating, it was in the red. That's how mine was.
What happened?
What I did was I just kept my my PS4. Remember when my PS4 was overheating? All I did was clean it off. I stopped playing it, but that's the thing. Like,
Oh, I'm pissed. You seen that crap?
the last time I did that,
Yeah, X was a unlockable character. You didn't get him to like near the end of the game or something like that.
X to the end of the game.
Yeah, I played the entire game.
You got X like I'm gonna say three boards before the end of the game, and X had all like literally almost all their abilities. Other boss you defeated was Zero and X. The game was really about Zero and X, but it really wasn't about me.
Yeah. I'm pissed.
They said it was one of the worst Mega Man games that ever came out.
He's the onion boy and kitchen doggo.
Yellow store, them niggas out there thick. Oh yeah, yo, I went, man, it was like about 10 niggas circling the doggone pocket store. Bananas.
Woo! Wait, so you... Yo! I gotta get out of here. So, wait. Wait. Does this dude follow us? I wanna reload that, man. I did not want to lose his health. Wait.
Oh yeah, yo, I was checking out the J. Cole thing, and I was checking out the Joe Kidd J. Cole thing, right?
Wait, I'm gonna restart that over. I'm gonna restart that over. I'm not losing. I don't want to lose my health.
0.
Yeah, like you know how you be like, yo, like you know these like these black chicks was talking, and he was basically saying like he was basically telling her like be quiet, but I didn't get the context of him.
He said, "Did I play DMC Definitive Edition?" No.
What he's saying is.
No, I haven't played DMC Definitive Edition. I got Devil May Cry 5 still in the classic. I bought it at launch, but never even opened it yet. I'd play that too.
But he was saying it's this black John. And was it he's saying it's this black John, this thing she's conscious and all stuff like that. She's telling these other people. Yeah. And they don't understand and they don't know what they talk about. Yeah. And stuff like that. And what he's saying is he's not saying
It's like I can't kill that thing. Ah, come on. Let's go.
I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense.
That'd be crazy sauce.
Yeah, I was listening to it while I was outside. I gotta listen to it one more time. I gotta listen to it again, man. And the funny thing is, after I listened to it, I was watching and the thing is, he made it more simplistic. Man, I was done. He summarized. He summarized it, and yo, I was done. I said, yo, but the thing is, like, what he said still wasn't bad. He was saying anything wrong. I don't understand. Like, no, he was basically being sarcastic. He was
Whew. So we got 2 shotguns? Okay, so alright. Let's switch to Billy. I'm about to come back for that shotgun. A ladder? Man, there's so many places I can go. Dog, that's a heart attack right there. No. That'd be crazy. Man, there's so many places I can go. I don't even know where I want to go. Let's just take one. We're going to just take one level at a time. There's so many. What's up, Jay? What's going on?
That was wrong. I don't understand what they're talking about. He said that particular one. He said this queen. This nigga has me dying. I said, hey, y'all. People were stretching, y'all. This is hilarious.
So we ain't better go that way. There's herbs over there too. Okay. Oh, you said feeling the heat and it's awesome. I hear you. All right, that's locked.
Ow! Oh!
No, wrong button. Hey. I just healed her. I'm not really a summer guy. I like give me the spring and I like anything but the summer, pretty much. Yeah, man. Okay. Man, so many items I gotta pick up. All right, this is survival horror. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna redo this part again.
Resident Evil.
I'm trying to conserve my bullets. I'm trying to conserve my bullets. And I'm gonna go upstairs first. Go through that room. Alright, let's go. Let's try this again. Alright, go this way. Alright, of course, of course. I gotta go back in there. I think I saw a piece of paper in there. Yeah, I'm not really a summer person. I can't stand the summer. I hate feeling sweaty. I hate feeling musty. Okay. The entry code should be both are security level 5 and will be held. Operational control room meeting, 8:15. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really into the summer, man. Like, I don't like feeling hot, sweaty, musty. I hate that feeling. Only way I don't mind being sweaty is if I'm working out at the gym, or if I'm having sex. That's the only reason. That's the only way I don't mind sweating. I just don't like how I just do not like sweating. Oh, okay. So, is that where the gargoyle go? Yeah, the gargoyle. Okay. So many different ways. I think I just came from there, yeah. One second, guys. Got a message. Got a message. One second. Come on, load up. Got an email, business stuff. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. One second. Oh man, God, it's coming out good. All right, let's go back. I don't mind winter. Winter doesn't bother me. Winter don't bother me at all. Anything else? Oh, shotgun ammo. Make sure let's look through all these. Make sure I ain't missing anything. Okay. All right. So. This, yes. Okay, Jay. What's 3 hours? Oh. Alright, insert system disk. We don't have system disk. Okay, so. Oh, what's this? Shut up, Sauce. Yeah, I would like to be. If I was a character in Resident Evil, I think I'd be dope. A STARS member, a main character, alongside Chris, Jill. Actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be a character in Resident Evil when I was younger. Locked from the other side. No, we gotta go back this. We gotta go back the other way. This dude. All right. No, wrong button. Keep pressing the wrong button, man. So I'm gonna try to bust this dude. I'm gonna have to do something to them because. Yo, come on! Get out of here! Oh, would you like to hear the concept that I had for my character? Yeah, pretty much. It was like this. My character would pretty much. Oh yeah, like this was during the time of Resident Evil Nemesis, and the concept that I had for my character was that my character was pretty much was a college student who pretty much attended Raccoon City University or whatever as a film student or a film major, and pretty much he graduated from Raccoon City University or whatever, and he got his degree in film and stuff like that. So he pretty much decided, instead of going back to his hometown or going back to Philadelphia or whatever like that, he decided to stay in Raccoon City in order for him to try to look for a job, that requires, his filming capabilities and stuff like that. So fresh out of college, got his degree, living in an apartment and everything like that, and pretty much having a hard time getting up off his feet, trying to get a job, trying to land a job in filming and stuff like that. So pretty much, he's doing little odd jobs, gigs and stuff like that, filming parties, club events, little stuff that's getting him, pocket money. It pays the rent and stuff like that. So that's when he goes back to his car and he's carrying his, his filming equipment. And he also had a pocket, camera or whatever like that, like a handy cam or whatever. And that's when the outbreak happens right then and there or whatever. He hears somebody yelling and screaming for help. The person been bit and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, the person's getting closer and closer or whatever. And he's telling the person to get back. And then the person try to lunge and try to bite at him. And then he scuffled with the person. And then right after that, a person with a shop owner comes out and shoots the person. And that's when he's saying yo, that was an innocent human being, all this other kind of stuff. But then this person actually explains that, something's going on in the city. And then that's when you look, that's when the outbreak happened. He sees police car sirens, see all this kind of stuff that's going, like cops going to war, going to streets and stuff like that, fighting and everything. And that's when he pulls out his camera. So pretty much his story is he's gonna record this entire incident, and that's when he runs into Jill, he runs into Carlos and stuff like that. And he decides that, hey, I want to help you guys. I can put my filming capabilities to some use of like that. We got once we find out that Umbrella's behind it, I want to take these son of a bitches down. Pretty much, let me film it. Let me come with you guys and stuff like that. And that's what pretty much that character pretty much is or whatever like that throughout the entire game or whatever. And he's not good with a handgun or anything, but Jill and them show him how to use a gun. So he pretty much, his character is more like melee type. You pick up objects like bats and stuff like that. So give you that type of gameplay mechanic to the game and stuff like that. But like I say, he runs into Jill and them, shows him how to use a handgun and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool. And I think that would have been pretty dope. That would have been definitely pretty dope. A different twist, a different spin. And then at the end, they finally get the evidence that they needed with the handy cam. It has everything they need to try to take down Umbrella and stuff like that. So, yeah. What's up, 1992? What's going on? Okay. Oh, this was a map in here. This Resident Evil game is really underrated. I love this game, man. I really do love. Like I haven't. This is the only Resident Evil. I haven't completed this Resident Evil game because I had bought this game for my dad when this game had launched on the GameCube. I was in high school and I bought this for my dad's birthday. I never owned the game myself. I bought it for my dad as a birthday gift because my dad, he loves Resident Evil as well. Because of him, I got into Resident Evil. Like I used to watch him as a kid when he used to play the first Resident Evil on the PS1, and that's when I got Resident Evil 2 for my birthday. And I've been a fan ever since or whatever. You can't carry this item, so I gotta get this switch to Rebecca. There's a game, PS1 game similar to Resident Evil. It's basically Resident Evil with vampires and zombies. I heard of Countdown Vampires. I heard of that. Nah, the game that actually inspired Resident Evil, and I have it. It's called Alone in the Dark. It's called Alone in the Dark. It's for the 3DO, the Panasonic 3DO. I still have that game. That was where Resident Evil. That was the first Resident Evil game. Now, when I say them characters were like polygons, them characters was effing polygons. I mean, them sharp polygons that cut your finger. They're like glass. All right, so, I'm gonna go back to the save. I'm gonna go back and save. I'm gonna come back for that. I got too many items. I'm gonna leave the ink ribbons down there. Am I ready for Resident Evil 8? You need to ask me if I'm ask me if I'm ready for Resident Evil 7. I haven't played 7. The main reason why I didn't play 7 was because I wanted to experience it on the VR. Because the game was designed for VR, so I wanted to get that VR experience. And I didn't have the PS4 VR. I was really like contemplating wherever I wanted to invest in the VR. I wanted to see how the VR technology is going to be and if it's going to be supported. I wasn't going to sit there and buy it and then Sony didn't push the VR as hard. So, let me save. And then I end up waiting later and then never got a chance to get around to it. And then I end up buying the Oculus Rift. And, 1 second, guys. Let me save this real quick. And now I'll put this ink ribbon down. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're gonna drop this, leave this here. Got the handles. Yeah. And I end up getting the Oculus Rift. So what I'm gonna do is, now that I didn't know it was on the PC on Steam, Resident Evil 7. So I'm gonna play Resident Evil 7 first. Which I already had the grower set in order to get through Resident Evil 2 Remake because of Mr. X. And now I'm about to dive into Resident Evil 7, but in VR, in first person. Whew! Oh my god. Now my question is if Resident Evil 8 is it going to be VR like compatible? Yeah, I got. All right, for the 3DO, I have this game called Hell. I have Dragon's Lair, which I still love. I want to see if the PC got Dragon's Lair, because I want to play that game. I have Dragon's Lair for the 3DO. I have Hell. I have Alone in the Dark. I have Samurai Showdown 2. I have Super Street Fighter. And I had so many games. Like, guys, one day I'm gonna do a video showing my collection of games for all my consoles. But yeah, man. Go back in here. I know exactly what you're talking about, Sauce. I didn't have that game though. Is that another ink ribbon? Tougher than level. Darius, don't start. Do not start. So wait a minute. So, come on. Got so much stuff. All right, so I'm going to put the pistol. I'm going to equip the pistol, and then I'm going to exchange the knife for the handle, because I'm off the handle. Give a head death for records. I'm off the handle. You better cut the check, because it better be heavy as anvil. Oh, come on. Thing reviewed that years ago, and I watched it. I recall it. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, I knew exactly what you're talking about.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
I should have gave her the shotgun. That's what I should have did. Woo! Woo! Oh, I'm trying to do that. Why is this box over here? That's weird. That was scared the crap out of me. No. Wasn't trying to do that. This should have been the menu. The X button should have been the switch button, and the Y button should have been the menu. That's why I'm keep getting this crap confused. No, you have different button types like you switch from. I hate that. Pisses me off. Don't tell me it's a boss in here, and I didn't even bring a shotgun or anything. It's going to be a boss in here. Yeah, it's going to be a boss in here, yo. No, I ain't going to start the machine yet, because I don't know what I'm starting up. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a boss in here. This looks like a boss room. Alright. There, shut up. What's over here? Anything over here? No. Yeah, I just want to look around before I move on. Okay, it's like an ID card in there, so I'm going to move the whatchamacface. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, to me, like the direction they're going with Resident Evil 8, from 7 up into 8 right now, they could have been different franchises. Like, because at this point, it's not even recognizable, man. It's not even Resident Evil at this point. They're like that definitely should have been a new franchise. You know what I'm saying? So.
He was like, "See, man, y'all keep playing, man. Y'all sitting here." He's like, Now, even cool, if he didn't touch the money, even cool, his cousin would have just died.
There, shut up.
For real. His cousin would have just died, even chilling. But no, he wanted to be a greedy thing.
Yeah, it's like a Silent Hill game, man. Woo! Yo, I can't grab none of this stuff, man. It's so much stuff I need to. It's so much stuff I need to get, man. All right, I'm about to come back later. All right, I have to plan out every. I'm about to plan. I'm about to sit out a lot of items. There's too much. There's too many items, man. All right, I'm about to come back. I have to. There's. Yeah, they should have just like. They what's up, Chris? What's going on? What's up, Raku? Yeah, like Resident Evil 7, 7 on up should be its own franchise. It shouldn't even be a Resident Evil game because the game is deviating too much from what Resident Evil is. And you're right, Resident Evil 6 should have stopped at Resident Evil 6 because it closed out everything. Like I understand it's unsatisfying for the fact is that we didn't see nothing from Jill after Resident Evil Nemesis. And Resident Evil 5, there was no more Jill after that. You know, there was like a lot of arcs that needed to be closed, and they didn't do it. Like in my honest opinion, when it comes to Resident Evil, the reason why I enjoyed the older Resident Evils, the older ones, I know this sounds stupid for saying this, because you know there's nothing realistic about zombies or whatever like that. But the fact was that with the older Resident Evil games, it felt more grounded. It felt more like grounded in realism. Like, hey, this could actually happen in some way, like a freak government experience or a government cover up. I mean, come on, we live in today's society with the COVID and stuff. But what I'm saying is, it felt grounded. These are people's lives. These star members who you're just being introduced to, and you're on their journey, going through the Spencer Mansion, and everything that they're experiencing. You're experiencing it for the first time with them. You're scared just like them. I mean, they're a special task force. They done everything in the book, but they was never trained or prepared for a zombie apocalypse. You know? And not just that, the very government or the very system that they're working for is the very system that's trying to kill them. You know what I'm saying? So you're discovering all this within the Spencer Mansion. And now at this point you're trying to survive. So you're able to connect with these characters, relate to these characters because you're experiencing everything for the first time with them. And then you kind of find out that this tool, Albert Wesker, he was one of the masterminds behind it, and he was using you. He was using you as an experiment to see how the Tyrant Project worked, the T-Virus works, and how all their experiments worked against STARS members and stuff. You know? So you felt betrayed by this dude, and what I like so much about it is I look at some of the history of Resident Evil, like the lore and the characters. A lot of these guys, like Chris Redfield and them, Barry and all of them, they put a lot of their faith in Albert Wesker. They trusted him. You know, like even though the game didn't really go through that backstory, but there's a lot of backstory if you go look for the medias that go farther into the characters. That's why I love these characters so much. That they put all their faith, they put all their stock into Albert Wesker. They trusted this man. And this man pretty much used them, you know what I'm saying, for his own selfish ambitions and stuff like that. And not only that, after surviving the Spencer Mansion, they were traumatized by this. And then there was a manhwa, a Chinese manga, that went deeper into Jill's mental mind frame after the Spencer Mansion incident. And not just the manhwa, but there was other medias where you got more information on the characters. Jill was devastated by the Spencer Mansion. Like, everybody was devastated by it, but it hurted her the most mentally. It really messed her up. It was to the point where she didn't want to leave her apartment. And she would have nightmares about this Spencer Mansion. And what upset me the most with Resident Evil 3 Remake, that was a chance to pretty much explore more of that of Jill and her character. They could explore more of that. And I thought they was going to do that when she went into the bathroom at the very beginning. And when she went into the bathroom, she was in a dream that she was a zombie. That was actually a nod to some of that media, to where Jill was devastated by what happened at the Spencer Mansion. And she kept dreaming about it, kept having nightmares about it, and everything. He said, speaking of Chris, Chris like a JoJo adventure character. He is tall as Jotaro. Yeah, it really messed her up. It really messed Jill up mentally. And I wish they would have focused on that on Resident Evil Nemesis, like the remake. I think that would have been a good way to reintroduce Jill as a character, because a lot of us grew up with Resident Evil. But what the remakes did too was reintroduce a new audience to Resident Evil. And I think the biggest mistake was to jump into Resident Evil 3 Remake without going back remaking Resident Evil 1 once again, but in, the Resident Evil 2 style, remake style. Is because now you're going into number 3 and you're introducing Jill Valentine, and people don't have no actual connection to her unless you was a long-time fans, but newer people that's walking in like, yo, who the hell is this girl? Who the hell is this chick? You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell's going on and stuff like that. And I thought that would have been a perfect way to reintroduce Jill by remaking Resident Evil 1 once again, but in the gameplay style of Resident Evil 2 Remake, and then do Resident Evil 3 Remake and so forth and so on. And I thought what they were going to do with the remakes, what they were going to do was remake all the past games and retcon some of the outlandish story elements. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing that I liked about the older Resident Evil games, that they went back in time. They were more grounded, and they felt more grounded in realism, and that you was able to relate to these characters, and it was a fresh, and you was going through the experience with the characters. You was following them. You felt fair just like them. You was uncertain like them, And I thought they was going to go back to that when they went back and remade Part 2, and I thought they was going to go back and do all of that, but it seems like they're not. It seems like they're going to continue to go forward with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. That seems nothing like a Resident Evil game. And from the rumors, they're saying they're going to remake Resident Evil 4 as well. And I think what ruined it for me was Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 became a action B movie. You know what I'm saying? A B action movie. Even though it had some of the survival horror aspects there, but it started going to the more campy areas, and it started straying away from what Resident Evil was. And my impressions of Resident Evil. Oh no, they supposed to be doing Resident Evil 4. The rumors are starting to look. The same guy who leaked out Resident Evil 8, and he's been spot on. He was the same one that leaked out Resident Evil 3 Remake as well. And he's saying, no, 4 is a thing. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a thing. And matter of fact, they've been working on Resident Evil 4 Remake for the past 4 years. They said they've been working on that one for the longest. So, he said, but he did say, and that's what I'm saying, the rumors, he's been spot on. Because he said they're going to reveal 8 first. Not 4, but 8 first. And they wound up revealing 8. But yeah, man, like, I figured the thing I don't like about Resident Evil, how they did Resident Evil as far as like the timeline is concerned, Resident Evil is going by the real life years, like because Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil came out in 1996, I believe, right? Yeah. And the game takes place. The first game takes place in 1996. Resident Evil Nemesis came out in 1999. And everything. Like, so whatever Resident Evil game it is, that's whatever current year that we're in, that's pretty much like the year that the game pretty much drops. So there's a lot of time skips. Because the thing that upset me the most was because after Resident Evil 2 happened, you was introduced to Leon and Claire. And then at the Resident Evil 2, you don't hear nothing from Leon and Claire. Then once Resident Evil 4 comes in, time skips so much. And now Leon is a much more seasoned character. And now he's working for the United States government. He's working with the president and stuff. He's more like an agent and stuff. And I didn't like that too much. I wanted to watch Leon grow a bit more. I wanted to see him go from, you know, an inexperienced cop, you know what I'm saying? And see him go through a couple of other incidents, you know, and watch him grow. And then, you know, if he does become an agent, then so be it. But years skip and now he's a badass, you know, like, and he's kicking zombies in the head and all this other kind of stuff like that. And, you know, flipping and doing all this other kind of cheesy, campy stuff. And I was like, nah, man, like, I wish he didn't do that. But the setting was in 1998. No, you're right. You're right about that, Raku. You're right about that. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. And, it's funny that you say that, Sauce, because guess what? Guess what, Sauce? Resident Evil 4 was supposed to be a Devil May Cry game. Resident Evil 4 was supposed to be a Devil May Cry game. And in fact, that was supposed to be Dante. They took the assets from what they had left over from Devil May Cry and applied it to Resident Evil 4. And pretty much put Leon in it. It was supposed to be a Devil May Cry game. Yeah. Leon character pretty much did a total. Leon character did a total 180. Like, I didn't like what they did to his character in Resident Evil 4. Like I did not like that. And that was the thing. I played, like, playing Code Veronica, you play as Claire Redfield. And you got a chance to see her grow as a character right after the incident from Resident Evil 2. So you got a chance to see her grow, and you got a chance to see her reunite with her brother Chris Redfield, because she's been looking for him. She finally got a chance to reunite with him. Now, my issue, my whole theory was, a long time ago, I thought how they was going to close out the series, I thought what they was going to do was, they was going to take every last main protagonist from all the Resident Evil games, and he was all going to finally get together to take out Umbrella once and for all. Because I thought, in my opinion, it would have been pretty cool that by the time they get to the final conflict, Leon, Chris, Jill, Barry, Claire, Rebecca Chambers, and that's before Resident Evil 0 came out. But that's before Billy came into the picture. And like Carlos, I thought all of them was going to get together. And pretty much do one more final battle or one more final conflict with Wesker and Umbrella, and that was going to be the way to end the series. And believe it or not, I was also theorizing that maybe Chris was going to die, and I was saying like Chris was going to die because of he's trying to protect his sister. That something's going to happen in his final conflict where Claire's life is going to be in jeopardy, and he's going to actually give his life up trying to protect her. And so that's the stuff I was thinking that the series is going to eventually go to. Final conflict, everybody gets together for one last time to take out, you know, Umbrella and Wesker, but that didn't happen. It wound up going to all these different directions and stuff like that. I want a Resident Evil 0 remake too. I want a Resident Evil 0 remake. I that's the thing. I thought if they was going to continue this remake trend, that what they was going to do was it's going to course correct and retcon a lot of things, make it more feel like the original, make it more grounded and like, you know, the survival horror, the dark, the realism, just a bit, you know what I'm saying, and just scrap the cheesiness and scrap some of the outrageous stuff that 4, 5, and 6 had, you know. But nope. Yeah, man. That was my theory. That was my theory that Chris is going to give his life up for his sister Claire at the end of all this. That's what I was thinking they was going to eventually do. Yeah, they really trying to get me.
Ow!
Oh man. I'm about to kill him. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Cause I'm not gonna be able to get on the elevator without them trying to attack me. Oh my god, like she can't take a hit whatsoever. Die! I should have grabbed the shotgun. What? It seems to be broken down on its way up. So I have to... Ah, no! Oh my god. That sucked. What's up? Yeah, the stream is perfect. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Resident Evil 0.
Let me see what you said. Yeah, I love Resident Evil. Yeah, Resident Evil 0. Like this is actually like my first actual real playthrough of the game. Maybe find peace of mind while my older one. Okay. You need Ethan. I also think the higher ups of Capcom pressure Shinji Mikami to make really. No. You're on. No. You're on to something, Raku. Okay. You're on to something. No, he what like you don't understand. I was going through a Resident Evil phase last year. Like I don't know what it was, but I was going through a Resident Evil phase. Like I was looking up everything Resident Evil related. Like I was looking at the history. Shinji Mikami wasn't the only one that made Resident Evil. There was two developers. It was Shinji Mikami, and I can't remember who the other guy was. They both were working on Resident Evil. Now, what happened was, I think it was Shinji Mikami. Shinji Mikami wanted Resident Evil to be more action oriented. The other guy, developer, he wanted to stick to the more survival horror type of gameplay that the originals had. Now, after Resident Evil 1 was a success, and they were shocked that the game was a success. Once Resident Evil 2 came, Shinji Mikami, he was still trying to push to make Resident Evil 2 a more action-oriented game. And the other developers saying that, no, like, I don't want this game to go that direction or whatever. So what happened was Shinji Mikami stepped back and let the other developer took control of how the game was going to flow and play and everything. Once Resident Evil 3 came, the other developer decided that he wanted to move on and go into other projects. So Resident Evil 3 was left over to more so to Shinji Mikami. That's why with Resident Evil 3, it started becoming just a little bit more action and fast paced. That's where you got the dodging with Jill Valentine. You're able to roll. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you're able to parry, you're able to move and all this other kind of stuff. And that's why a lot of gamers had a conflict with Resident Evil 3 as far as the gameplay, because the tank-like controls of controlling the character and the way Nemesis chased you around and stuff like that, those controls just didn't fit. It just didn't fit right. But Shinji Mikami wanted the game to be much more action-oriented and stuff like that. So once Resident Evil 4 came, he had more control. And the thing was, they was when he was working on Resident Evil 3, actually Resident Evil 3 was going so deep into the game it ended up becoming the first Devil May Cry game. But yeah, that's what ended up happening. So Shinji Mikami is definitely he's definitely the one that influenced the whole action thing when it came to Resident Evil. He's responsible for that.
Yeah.
No.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna have to give I'm gonna give Rebecca the shotgun, the Shotty Smith. Yeah, 3.5 dead. 3.5. Yeah, Hideki Kamiya. Yeah, Hideki Kamiya. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Mary. Yeah, 3.5 did look promising. Now, check this out. 3.5. The rumor was that Resident Evil 7 or no, Resident Evil 8 was supposed to go back and take some of the elements of 3.5. But now that you look at it now, that didn't happen. Now, from what the rumor said about Resident Evil 8, Ethan's story was supposed to continue on, but it was going to be a side game, a spin-off. But they said that as they would start developing the game, and they said I think it was supposed to be called Resident Evil Revelations 3. I think it was supposed to be called. I think. And they said as they start getting, the rumor was as they started getting deep into the development of Resident Evil of this Resident Evil game, they said they had so many good concepts, so many good ideas, and the higher up saw the development of the game and said, "Yo, this is really good." He said, "No, hell with that. Let's make it a main. Let's give it the number 8. Make it a mainline game." So that's what ended up happening with Resident Evil 8. But the original rumor was that with Resident Evil 8, they were supposed to go back and take elements from Resident Evil 3.5 and put it in Resident Evil 8, and then Leon was supposed to return, but that ended up not happening. It ended up not becoming the thing because of how promising that this Resident Evil is looking, and now it's Resident Evil 8. Yep. Look, I don't mind. The only reason why I don't mind the Resident Evil 7 being first person was for the simple fact it was VR. And I thought it was only going to be a VR only game. I did not know that you was able to play it without VR. And that was the only reason why I never picked up 7, because at the time I didn't have VR. Now I got the Oculus Rift and stuff. But at that time I was like, oh, I don't have VR, so I guess I'm not going to get the game. But yeah, I can see why people was upset that it's first person. There's a lot of people saying they're not going to get Resident Evil 8. I've seen the comments. A lot of people saying they're not going to get Resident Evil 8 because it's in first person, and they don't see it as a Resident Evil game. A lot of people was upset with that, and a lot of people don't like Ethan as a character. But they're saying that Ethan's going to have more of a personality in this game. But see, to me about Ethan doesn't like he doesn't like, when I see his character design or whatever, he don't stick out like how Chris Redfield and them do. Like, Ethan just seems like a generic white guy. Like, he don't stick out to me. He's just like a generic white dude. He don't stick out like Chris Redfield or Barry and all of them. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. Wrong button. Keep pressing the wrong button. Alright, let's see. Let me see here. 1 second, guys. Yeah. Just checking with my client. Yeah, let me go back to the chat. Keep closing. I wasn't trying to close out the window, man. Yeah, back then you could. Missed the chat. Yeah, man. Like, let's combine them shots in there. All right, let me see here. Yeah. I just think Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6, they just too over the top, man. Like, alright, let's go. At least a good amount of Japanese video game companies are not woke, unlike some Western. Oh my God, yeah, man, the wokeness, dude. It's more so the Western companies, man. That's doing this woke stuff, man. And it's like, and the thing is, they don't understand how much it hurts their bottom line, man. When they go with this woke stuff, like, to me, in my personal opinion, if it's not broke, then why are you trying to fix it? Like, it's idiotic. It's really idiotic. Perfect example. This is a Japanese company, right? I'm looking at Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca got the boyish haircut, but everything about Rebecca is cutesy, it's girly, it's feminine, you know? But nowadays, most Western developers, you guaranteed if she got a short haircut, she has masculine traits. Like, she's over the top. She's a super badass. She takes no shit. She talks down to males. Like, you can't tell her anything. And there's nothing feminine or even visually appealing, you know, to the eyes to look at her with like that. There's nothing appealing to her. Like, all she is a male character just with boobs. That's like, I don't understand. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that, man. What they're doing with a lot of these games and stuff, especially with The Last of Us 2 right now. Especially the controversy that's coming out right now, and it's to the point it's funny. So, all right. So, oh yeah, I had to go back and do this with the elevator, because once I go up, I can't. So what I'm gonna do is I'll make her put the shotgun on her. Microfilm. I don't know what can I do with that microfilm. I'll keep it with me. I don't. Yeah, it's very weird.
No, Marquise, you don't do it either.
Yeah, Street Fighter V for exists. I'm not gonna like. You know why I'm so upset about Street Fighter V? Like, Street Fighter got some of the best Street Fighter got some of the best characters. They're like the way they designed their characters. like they're recognizable, they're iconic. Like you know who they are when you look at the characters, and that's because of not only that the color scheme, not only because of the costumes and stuff, it was also the artistic choice that they use for the characters. Street Fighter V definitely has a Western look. None of the like the character, the art design, and the artistic choice they use for Street Fighter V is very ugly. I do not like what they've done with the characters at all. The designs of the characters at all in Street Fighter V.
You stay here.
Yeah.
Wrong button. Keep the menu button shouldn't have been there, but it should have been that button there. There's a lot of controversy.
But if you think about it, there's a lot of people that could be like Naruto. Not everybody. Like when I first watched Naruto, Naruto's my favorite character.
Yeah. Look at the Star Wars game, the new Squadron game. Like I said, I love me some female characters. I have no issues. Like this whole thing is, if you have a complaint or you dislike it, you know, when the I guess you say the main lead is females, the first thing they go to is that you're sexist. No, that is not true. And I'm tired of people saying that or trying to use that as a weapon when you got some of the most popular video game characters are females. A lot of them are females, but that's because they was written in a way that made them appealing. You know what I'm saying? There was no like forced agenda. There was nothing behind it or whatever like that. A lot of these newer games and stuff like that, it's so sad to the point is now when you see a female protagonist in the game, you're not sure what the motive is behind it. Are they trying to go with this whole woke approach where the game is very preachy, trying to talk down to you, or it's trying to uplift the woman while putting down men? Where when you look at most Japanese developed games and stuff like that, where the male and female is both together, they both uplifted or whatever. It seems like Western developed games, like the females uplifted while the males put down. You know what I'm saying? When they can't be put on the same platform together. It's just very stupid. It's very insulting and stuff. But I did notice that. I really did notice that. Like I said, the squads like the PS5 event, right? If you go back and watch the PS5 event that happened a couple days ago, or like almost going on a week now, or whatever. If you notice that every game, all the characters was female. Like all the characters, like the main characters were female. If you notice that, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but when you look at the developers that's behind it and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You get that feeling or whatever like that. Look at Ratchet and Clank now. Like Ratchet, they got a female opposite of Ratchet is a female Ratchet now. Like it's just I don't know, man. It's just irking. And then when I look at Star Wars, the Rogue Squadron, if you notice the trailer and stuff, you know, you notice it's female led, and then you have the white female. Then I think you had a Middle Eastern female. You have a black woman. Then of course you got the aliens. And if you notice that the rebels, you have the minorities, and then you look at the Empire, they're pretty much white men. Like you see the message just hitting and seated within these games. And it shouldn't be that way. And I don't know where this came from. I don't understand where this came from. And I really believe that there's a higher power. Because it's funny how a lot of these games, like some of the older game developers, a lot of them had left companies like Naughty Dog and stuff. Because they don't like the direction that these companies are going. They don't like where they're going at all. So a lot of these developers, these game developers and producers and stuff, they're leaving. And they're leaving for a reason. And I really think there's a higher power that's making all these companies force this type of an agenda all at once, because it seems like a lot of these companies just flipped the script overnight. It's like they all did it at one time. Yeah, the whole SpongeBob thing, which is unnecessary. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And get out of here. I want to kill them because they in the way.
You just saying because he got long hair. That's exactly why you saying that.
Who? We talking about?
You only say Kevin's cute because that nigga because he's scruffy.
Yeah. That's what really kicked it off the most. The female Ghostbusters. And this is the problem that I have with this whole SJW stuff. This is the whole problem that I have. And the problem is people they take these franchises that everybody know and love. And to me it seems like that they don't want to create anything original. Fine. If you want a female protagonist or you want a trans protagonist, gay protagonist or whatever, create original characters, create original themes, create original stories, build it from scratch, be original. But then what they do is they'll take something that already exists that people grew up with and known and love, and then take that character and either switch their gender, switch their race, switch their sexual orientation and stuff, because that character already has a legacy and already has a following behind it. And by changing that, it makes it easier so they don't have to create anything original. So I don't understand how people see this as a victory or as something to celebrate and be happy about. To me, it seems lazy, and it seems like they're just throwing people a bone instead of going out their way to make something original. You know what I'm saying? So it's no work on their end because this character is only going to be carried by that character's legacy that's already established. You know what I'm saying? And that also creates controversy around the character. So what happens is these SJWs or this whole wokeness, they put woke in identity politics and their agenda. They will put that over top of telling a good story, or they put that over top of actually creating well-developed characters. So you can tell, like, when you play a game, everything is focused on this character's identity. They focus on forcing the message down your throat. And then the overall package, as far as the story, as far as the gameplay, all that is like second fiddle. And the game gets ruined because of that. And then when people say they're not going to support the game, and this is where the discussion, this is where things never change, is because the moment you disagree with it, the moment you point out why the game failed or why it's bad or whatever, the first thing they would say is, and they use this as a shield, if you don't like the game or because the game didn't do good, was because you're sexist, you're racist, you're misogynist, you're a homophobe, you're a transphobe, you all these different phobes and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So, and ignore the fact is that, no, you made a bad game. You made a bad game. And that's what's so horrible about it. Yeah, her name's Abby. And I remember Linkle, the female Link. I remember when Linkle was introduced. Anita Sarkeesian tried to make a big deal out of it by saying that why she had to be. Yeah, why she had to be. Why couldn't she have her own game? Why she had to be a side game? And all this other kind of stuff like that. I said, "Oh my God, can't like this is what I'm talking about." Like, and then what makes it bad is you have people who come in and they capitalize on this. People like Anita Sarkeesian and people from other groups and organizations and stuff. They found a market to where people feel as though that they're victims. So now you got people profiting off of victimhood. So they're in the victimhood business to continue to sell this narrative of victimhood. That's how they make their money. So as long as companies keep going woke, or as long as that there's events that have this whole victimhood narrative to it, these people will continue to stay in business. The moment you have people who talks against it, or you have companies who stands up and don't bend the knee to it. It threatens that. It threatens that narrative, and it threatens their livelihood. Because if everybody starts to wake up and start to ignore this woke garbage, then those people who are profiting off of this woke stuff is going to be out of a job. Yep.
But you making it like Choji's a bad character. You don't want to be him because he big.
Yeah. EA literally told them, if you don't like our game, what was it? Battlefield? Because I thought it was ridiculous. Like everybody liked the Battlefield because it was kind of like that war simulation. Like it was based on some like realistic historical events. And the next thing you know, you add these female characters in it. They're like generals and all this other kind of stuff. And it just sucks you right out of the experience and stuff. And then they make them like these super badasses. And then they put them on the front cover like they've been like they actually been part of this whole thing since the beginning and stuff like that. And then when people say, "Oh, what's going on here? Like what is this pandering bullshit or whatever like that?" And then the developer literally said, like, if you don't like the game, then don't buy our game. And that's what put him out of a job, because they took his advice. They didn't buy the game. My whole gist of this is like how like people who's like woke. I know people like this, and like especially on Twitter, it's bad. Like people are woke 24/7. How can you live? Like I don't understand how people live their life with racism and sexism and everything like on their mind 24/7. Everything is racist to them 24/7. Everything is sexist to them 24/7. You know, it's like it's every day. How do you live a life like that? Like life is too short to be miserable and being upset at every little thing. You can't live life like that. And I'm a black man or whatever like that. I'm not living my life thinking about racism 24/7, especially when I don't encounter racism every day, or I hardly ever experience racism. Like, I don't have time to think about that every day. Like, there's people every day, and there's a lot of people who never really experience it, but because everybody else is, that they see on the internet talks about it and stuff like that, so they all want to be part of it. And then now they're carrying that narrative, knowing damn well they don't even live that life or never really experience that life. But because everybody else is talking about it, it's the main talking topic, and you want to sound woke, you want to sound virtuous, you want to sound like all this other type of stuff because you want to be part of what everybody else is doing and stuff. You know, there's a lot of people that's talking this woke stuff and not really about that lifestyle at all. But everybody's talking about it, they need to be part of it because they don't want to feel left out. Or they feel as though if they're not saying nothing, then that means they must be okay with what's going on. It's bull. It's straight up bull crap, man. Complete bull crap. Oh, I'm gonna need Billy to turn this. That's why. Okay, so. I don't get tired of seeing it on my notification. I tell you that. Women on Twitter are literally calling men feminine for buying dessert, sleeping, eating breakfast. Yeah, you see some of the stuff that some of the chicks we talk about on Twitter. Like, yeah, I definitely there was actually this one chick that tweeted that she don't trust men that eat breakfast in the morning. Because she said that eating breakfast in the morning is the feminine trait. She says she don't trust any dude that eats breakfast in the morning. That makes him feminine for eating breakfast in the morning. I was like, what? I was like, dang. When I read that, yo, I was done. I was done, yo. Yeah. I'll find. Oh crap. No. And then one chick actually said that men shouldn't be watching movies by themselves because that's what females do. I was like, what? I said no, wrong button. Like, your masculinity is being judged based on you watching a movie by yourself. I was like, yo. I said, you got to be kidding me. I said, this is getting out of control, man. No, not trolling, dog. Not trolling. She literally posted that on Twitter. She said, if a man watches a movie by himself, that's feminine. And I love watching movies by myself. I do not care. But it baffled my mind that there's chicks out there that literally believe that. I was like, yo, I said, this world is messed up, man. So I'm about to leave the film. Damn. I'm about to leave the film there.
No. But 17 won. But listen, 17 won the bet. Goku got put out.
Yup, it makes zero sense. There's chicks out there that actually think that way.
But guess what? Goku was among that lineup of people who didn't make it.
Oh wait, hold. My client.
He ain't go on.
1 second. My client contacted me.
Dog, he beat Toppo. A god of destruction. But listen, Goku had to fight Jiren with Frieza with barely having any energy. They barely beat him. I wouldn't even call that a victory.
Yeah, man. Like the stuff, like you used to be shocked by some of the stuff that people say, man. Just people in general.
But you got
So broken, no longer in use. So there's no way.
And then he get my respect for having that little bit of energy and still fighting Jiren.
Locked.
But listen. Goku saved more of his energy than Vegeta did.
Yep, hypocritical. Alright, so let me see. I can't take none. So I ain't gonna be able to take none of that with me.
Yeah. But that's like you taking somebody's box from somebody in Apex and your partner ain't coming back to get it.
I have to come back for that. Stop ticking all together. All right, I'm gonna come back for that. Let me see something here. That makes sense at all. I understand, Chris.
Because he was able to obtain something that Goku could never do.
Oh yeah. So what happened was Vegeta beat Moro. This is how he beat him. As he's fighting Moro, Vegeta learned his ability called Spirit, Force Spirit Fission. So what he does is any character who has the ability to absorb, and fuse. He has the ability to pretty much separate that energy from that individual. So what happened was Vegeta was fighting Moro, and as Vegeta's punching him, he's pretty much separating. He's cutting his spirit energy while he's fighting him. So all the lives that Moro was used to make himself stronger and younger, Vegeta was punching him, making him older, taking his energy. And as he's punching him, the spirit energy is going in the air, making a spirit bomb as he's beating him up.
But even that's nothing because in the manga right now, Vegeta is pretty much right there. He beat the villain.
So and because Moro beat Goku, he was using Ultra Instinct, and Moro just destroyed Goku. But Vegeta got in there and just decimated Moro until he did that fusion.
But listen, no. Since Super started, practicing Battle Gods, Goku and Vegeta have been doing the back and forth the whole series. You couldn't say
Alright.
Goku was stronger than Vegeta. You couldn't say Vegeta was stronger than Goku. They kept going back and forth.
But as of right now in the manga, Vegeta's stronger than Goku right now.
And right now, my brother said.
Right now, Vegeta's stronger than him right now. Like, he surpassed Goku right now, and Goku admitted it himself in the manga just today. And Goku said, "Don't worry, I'm going to surpass him again. I'm gonna try my best to surpass him again."
Listen. The reason why I don't count that because that's a backup precaution. Goku can't keep using it. That's a backup precaution. So guess what? No. But guess what? Goku, Vegeta having that blue.
So I mean, I'm gonna have to use.
No. Even in the manga, when you look at the manga, that's only stronger than that.
All right, so like I'm gonna use Billy,
I know that, but I'm saying is
because
that's pretty much. No, but I'm saying is even though that's true,
because I can't go downstairs, so I had to use Billy and find out how I can.
The manga is ahead of the anime, which means the manga is pretty much going to be the blueprint for the rest of the series. Remember, the anime probably might change some things. Yeah, they might change some.
Yeah, but not too much, because now that's why he wanted the manga to go to head. Because now from here on out, that anime is gonna follow that manga to the T. And Toriyama said that the manga was supposed to be ahead of the anime, but for some reason the anime just kept going.
Vegeta is stronger than Goku. How did the anime get but the point is,
You say, Kev?
never got the thing that he wanted, that he
You said how did the anime go past it?
But he has it right now.
No, but animation don't take that much longer. Remember, it takes weeks. It takes sometimes months just to get the one of them to get the manga to release. 'Cause remember, the manga release once a month.
It's still somewhere. Yeah. Right now, nobody's worried about Vegeta right now. Nobody's worried about. They worry about Gohan. That's what they worried about. They worry about Piccolo. They worry about Yamcha. They worry about Krillin. They worry about all these other characters that's been done dirty since Vegeta and Goku got up there.
They kept the items and.
Yeah, but they
No, I don't think. I don't mind the items being left around because it's easier. I don't have to keep running back to one location. All right, so I'm gonna have to find another. Oh, I'm gonna have to go to that yard downstairs.
Characters can become stronger, but every time they build it up, everybody gets disappointed when they don't go that route that they made you think they were gonna go in the first place. They do it every time.
All right, I'm gonna save real quick
No, he can't. No, he came back.
because I gotta do some experimenting real quick. Let me go back to the save. I haven't really watched Sword Art. I watched the first what, the first season or the 2 seasons that they had. I don't know where he. Yeah, I think it's the first 2 seasons. And I didn't watch the one with the guns and stuff like that, but it was okay. I mean, Sword Art was okay. It wasn't my favorite, but it was okay. Now Shield Hero was at work. I love Shield Hero, man. And I knew nothing about Shield Hero until the SJWs got triggered by it, and it brought attention to it. I finished it. I can't wait for the next season of Shield Hero, man. That's that work. That's my favorite. Yo, like I said, I knew nothing about Shield Hero until the SJWs got triggered by that anime, and everybody was talking about it. I knew nothing about Shield Hero, and I wanted to know what the fuss was about. And the SJWs was upset because he was accused by a female because she accused him for sexual assault, which wasn't true. She lied. SJWs got upset was because they were saying that they was being sympathetic towards the male protagonist and trying to make it like that women don't. They were saying that it was wrong to make it seem like women don't lie about like sexual assault and rape accusations and stuff like that. That's what they were upset about, saying that all females don't lie, that females don't lie about stuff like that. And guess what? The person and the person who wrote Shield Hero was a female. That's the funny part about it. Yeah, that's what they got triggered by. They got triggered at the fact that she accused him of sexual assault and rape accusations. And the fact is that that she lied. The viewers know that she lied, and they were saying that this anime is being sympathetic towards men, and the fact is that it's making women look like the bad guys, like they're like women, make it seem like that women don't lie about stuff like that, and it's wrong to try to depict women being lying about rape and sexual assault, which there are women out there that exist that does stuff like that. So you telling me that you're not allowed to even make an anime based on that either? So what happened was, the more and more they made a big deal about it, all it did was bring more. It's called a Streisand effect. All it did was bring more light to the anime, and it got nominated an award too. Man, I love Shield Hero. It's not only a good story, but I felt him because he got accused for something that he did not do. And what's so scary about this is, what people don't understand is how powerful a rape accusation or how powerful a woman's word is. For the fact is, a woman can convince a village that a particular man is a monster. That's the worst feeling that a man can ever go through in life. Being convinced that he's a monster when he's not. You know what I'm saying? Being convinced that you're being lied and convinced that that you're a rapist, or you were lied and lied that you touched children and stuff like that when you didn't, or whatever, because this female has her own motive or agenda to try to take you down and stuff like that. And that's the worst feeling a man can live with. And dudes who've been accused of that end up committing suicide, because that happened in the game industry. Was it Zoe Quinn accused this one guy that she was dating, or one guy that she had a relationship or association with, for sexually assaulting her or something like that, and he lost his job and everything. And there was no evidence of it, but he lost his job, he lost everything, he ended up committing suicide. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst thing a man can ever go through, when the entire world is convinced that you're a monster, and when there's no proof or evidence behind it, because that woman said you were. Yeah, she got exposed. Yeah, she got, and even the writer, she called her name is Bitch. They referred to her as Bitch in Shield Hero, and they written her, and even the writer referred to her as that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she truly was acting like, and that's what she truly is, a bitch.
He is patient. He's way more patient.
And guess what? It's like, you're not allowed to criticize a woman. You're not allowed. Yeah, you're not allowed to criticize a woman. And the sad part about it is, you're not allowed to have your opinion on about people's sexual orientation, have a certain view on it. And the sad part about it is, if you're a white person or mainly a white male, if you even debate a person of color, you have to be racist somehow. Like, you can't have, if you criticize a person of color and you're a white male, you're racist by default. Like, you're not allowed to have any type of criticism or anything, or have a discussion or have an opposing opinion. And you're not, and especially when that person's not coming from malice, they're not coming from a point of disrespect, and they literally have a legitimate question, or they're trying to have a legitimate conversation about a particular topic or issue of like that. But because you're a white male, you're racist by default for having this, for even bringing up that conversation or whatever like that. This is all jacked up. Like, we're all speaking, we're not having any type of civil discourse. Everybody's in their own echo chambers, or everybody have their own this victim mentality and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, and everybody's just ripping at each other. It's just crazy. It is crazy, man. All right, so we gotta go back outside. Yeah, bros before girls, bros before chicks now, that's not even, I wouldn't even say that's a thing anymore, man. Because what society has done, where society has done to men and women right now, it caused such a division. And because of the way social media is and stuff like that, like, as far as like the relationship market, the sex market, like, of how, like, relationships and how men and women mate, the whole mating market is messed up. Because now it's to the point where a big group of males is not getting any type of interaction with females, because females are going after the high status males, or the males who are very popular on social media, or they're very popular amongst their peers and stuff like that. So they're trying to go for the high status males. So it's a big portion of males that they don't have any type of connection with women and stuff like that. So getting to the point to where any form of connection that a male have with a female, he's willing to sacrifice everything because he wants to have that connection with a female. And there's a lot of females who know that and exploit that from those males, because they know that these males desperately want some type of communication or connection with them. So they use that and then exploit that. And that's why I said the bros before hoes thing, it's not even a thing anymore. It's because now, since a lot of men are not coming in contact with females because of how the sexual market and the relationship market is, that women dominate and control or whatever like that, and they control what men gets access to them and stuff like that. Now, that's where you get the simps. That's where you get the simps. Yes, we get the cucks. You get all these type of males, these beta males. You got all these dudes who will pretty much throw all their values away, throw all their morality away, because they want to be validated by a woman. They want to have a female in their life so bad. They want to have a romantic relationship with them so bad and stuff. So it gets to the point to where you can have a strong bond with your friends. You can have a tight brotherhood with your bros. But a moment a female come into the midst of everything, that guy, he would throw all his bros under the bus, because he's willing to sacrifice that for an opportunity to have sex with her or have a romantic relationship or whatever from her. And then on her end, she either uses that to her advantage to either manipulate that male to get what she want out of him, to get him to do what she wants him to do. And this dude would ditch his bros who always been there for him. He would ditch him for her, just for him not to even end up with her, or not even end up having sex with her or anything. He gets nothing from her in return, but he destroys a perfectly good relationship with his bros and stuff like that, because that's how bad the market is as far as relationships and the access to women, men and women are. Yeah, these dudes donate their entire paycheck for these chicks, like Pokimane. and what's her name? Bella Delphine came back, and I, like I said, I have a Twitter, so I noticed that she was trending, and I click on it. It's so many simps. It's just like crazy. They flooded her Twitter, and I'm sitting here laughing like it's crazy. I was like, and I said, this behavior would continue as long as these guys keep giving into it. And it's this other girl, she's other streamer named Brittany Venti. She said something that makes sense. She was saying, guys, stop giving these females money. And she's a female saying this. Stop giving these females money so they can have, because like I said, there's dudes paying females to have a simple conversation. There is dudes out there paying females just to talk to them, just to have a basic conversation that me and you can have. Dudes are paying for it. And Brittany Venti said this. She was saying, like, fellas, why are you paying females just to have a conversation? Why are you paying females just so you can see them naked? Or why are you paying females just to have sex with them and stuff? Or why are you paying females just to have an artificial relationship? Because she said the more and more these guys pay for it, the more and more females will see this, and that becomes a standard. That becomes a standard. And once it becomes a standard, now females feel as though that you have to pay them for their time. And that's what's going to mess up a lot of these relationships. That's going to mess up a lot of relationships between men and women. Because like I said in my video talking about e-thoughts, I was talking about how I do 3D hentai, but I also did a lot of film in the adult industry. I know a lot of cam girls. I know a lot of porn stars. I know a lot of strippers. I know a lot of a lot of fetish models and stuff like that. And I said in the video where there's also females who aren't in that industry, but they see other females doing the OnlyFans page, and they see that this is a quick way to make money. And they even come to me because they know that I have connections in the adult industry and stuff. And they come to me and ask me, hey, how can I get into this? Or I see that a lot of these girls making money. How can I do the same thing? A lot of these women are looking for a shortcut to life, or a shortcut, to make money and stuff. And that's even to put themselves out there and exploit themselves and exploit their sexuality just to get ahead, or just to get through a shortcut through life and stuff like that. And then they wonder why, at the end of the day, no dude wants to settle down with them. A lot of dudes don't want to marry them. A lot of dudes don't want to have children with them. And they realize, and they wonder why they can't hold a stable relationship. Because at the end of the day, no dude wants to have a relationship with a woman who's willing to put herself out there online. I know people can call me sexist. People can call me whatever they want to call me. But people got to understand that every action, there's a reaction. Every choice that you make has consequences behind it, whether the consequences is good, whether the consequences is bad. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed, like, me being, a grown man, and me, experiencing a lot of things with different women, I noticed that the common thing between a lot of women is a lot of women want to eat their cake and want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to have everything, but they don't want to deal with the consequences behind it. And what people fail to realize is, as being a man got to deal with consequences every day. A man has to make a sacrifice every day. A man also realizes that he can't have his cake and eat it too. A man has to make sacrifices every day when he make life choices and life decisions. And even if he doesn't want to own up, or he doesn't want to be held accountable, society will make him be accountable for what he does and his actions. I look at my father. My father's a hardworking man. My father makes sacrifices every day to make sure that he can provide for his family. I'm talking about honest men, honest, hardworking men. Being a man, being a male, we have to make sacrifices every day. We have to make hard decisions every day. We have to make decisions knowing that we're going to be judged for the decisions that we make, but we have to make them because that's the choices that we have to make. Females, on the other hand, they feel as though that they should be able to make any choice that they want and not be judged for it. I always hear this from a lot of women, like, don't judge me, or, you have no right to judge me. So you're able to make a fucked up decision, or make a bad decision, or make a questionable decision, and you expect everybody just to look at you and not say anything about it. Life doesn't work that way. And let me tell you about judgment, period. Judgment is a necessity to society and to the human species, period. This is why we survived this long, because of judgment. Why, like, I made it through life because of judging people. I've never been to jail because I judge certain people that I know, like, wait a minute, this person isn't a good person to be around. This person is not giving me good vibes. So I learned to stay away from certain particular people. And because I stayed away from them certain particular people, my life haven't ended going down a path that it could have went if I decided to associate myself with different people. So yes, there's nothing wrong. You have to judge people. And I don't understand why people got in their head that you can't judge people. No, you have to. When you date a person, when you marry a person, or any relationship with any person, you had to judge that person in order for you to make the decision to be around that individual. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole deal behind this whole situation. There's a lot of females that feel as though that they can make a lot of decisions or make irrational decisions and expect people not to judge them for it. While a man, on the other hand, no matter what decision that he makes, he knows that, hey, if I make this decision, yeah, I'm going to be judged for it, but this is a decision that I have to make, and this is a decision that this decision is for me. So regardless of what decisions I make, I won't be judged for it, and then so be it. And even if he doesn't want to be held accountable for it, society will hold him accountable for it. That's the life of being a man. But females, women on the other hand, don't want to be accountable for anything. And society also tell them that they're not, that things are never their fault. They can make a ton of mistakes, and people will come to their rescue. People will defend them. People will tell them it's not their fault, is that it's the other person's fault. They will tell them that they're perfect, that there's nothing wrong with them. It's something wrong with the other person. So they go around keep making the same bad life choices, the same bad decisions, because there's always somebody stroking her ego or validating her, telling her that there's nothing wrong with her. And the people that's stroking her, both men and women do it. Women stroke other women's ego, women validate other women, and men validate women. And people have different agendas. There's men out there who only validate women just to get in their pants, just to get something out of them. So they tell a woman what she wants to hear and stuff like that, which she falls into it because she wants to be validated so bad and end up getting used by that man or whatever like that. And then she still don't realize that, hey, like, that was my fault. So instead of saying that was her fault for feeding into it, she blames that man or whatever like that. And then she goes on, then some other man or her girlfriends or her mother or other females tell her that, nothing was wrong with you, was something wrong with him, and, F him and this, that, and the other. So they coach her on. And then you also got to watch out for females, too, who try to validate other females, because they could have hidden agendas. They could be jealous of that female, or as long as that female is always making bad choices, it makes her feel good about herself, so she can go around and brag to other men of how much better that she is than that female, because she wants to be validated by these men over here. You know? I got a daughter, too, Ryu. I have a daughter as well. And I'm a single father. I'm raising a daughter, and I try my best every day to teach my daughter to have accountability. I know she's younger with like that. I try to teach her to have these certain values and stuff growing up as a woman, and I teach her to respect herself. And like, she's super intelligent. I tell her that, I want you to be able to get by in life with your intelligence and your talent. I don't want you to have to be ever just rely on your beauty, because guess what? Beauty fades as you age. And you shouldn't have to rely on your looks in order to get by in life. You should be able to have something to offer to society. And if you decide to get married or one day get into a relationship with a future potential husband or whatever like that, you should be able to be a resource and be able to add something to the table other than your looks or what's between your legs. I try to drill that into my daughter's head, and I try to, whatever decision she does make, even the small decisions. And I try to teach her, like, if it's the wrong decision, I try my best to teach her to own up to it, hold herself accountable to it, So it helps her to be not only a better woman, but if one day she ever decides to, when she gets old enough and she starts dating and stuff like that, and she meets a potential high quality male, that she won't be a nuisance, or she won't be a burden, or she won't be a headache to that man. She's able to walk beside him, be a resource to him, be supportive and stuff. All right, let me see. What happened?
I'm talking about Juneteenth. They don't respect this holiday because I never heard it.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody they mentioned about that. I didn't know what it was though.
Watch your lying tongue, okay?
I'm about to find out. I'm about to get by him.
I don't know. I'm about to look this up. You said this is June 19th.
All right.
Yo, dang.
You got kidding me.
We'll see by next week. We'll see if this June 19th thing is true. So it's just, but no, Deb, I'm not saying that you're lying. But what I'm saying is just.
Come on. Oh, this crap.
We said Derek.
All right, unlock
That's
it.
what I'm saying. We haven't celebrated. I'm just not hearing about this holiday. When was well, that's probably been celebrated because of 2 days you heard about it.
Oh wow. That's all it did. It just brought me around here. Crap. I gotta find a way to get to Claire. Oh, like seriously. Man, come on. Ah. All right, well that's it for now, guys. Definitely gonna start again. Probably tomorrow. I'm not sure, but I'm glad you guys stopped through on the streams. Getting late. I gotta take a shower and then I get up tomorrow, go for my morning walk, workout. Got some other stuff to do. But I'm glad you guys stopped through. I'm glad we had a little chat and everything. So I'll be seeing you Game Fiends later.